Right, welcome everyone to another interview with Ryan Balkwill, the author of RDB This is episode 30. Ryan and I began an interview discussing a film called Buffaloed, but I didn't record the first part of our interview. I'm just going to cover the details that we spoke about. So Ryan relates to Wolf of Wall Street. He says it's a rip-off of Wolf of Wall Street. The dialogue was interesting, but the comparison with that film is too close for Ryan to disassociate. So we had an interesting chat about The Wolf of Wall Street, and we had just moved on to another release. So now talking about The Hunt.
Which I thought it was disappointing.
Okay, that is this film, where we were just saying it features guns for trees. The poster has a couple of men running in the woods and a deer. Ryan had noticed the guns. I'm much intrigued. This is written by Nick Hughes, Damon Lindelof, starring Ike Barinholtz, Barry Gilpin, Amy Madigan, Emma Roberts, Ethan Suplee, and Hilary Swank. This is the point where we realized we weren't recording. I'd asked Ryan if this is the Hilary Swank film we were talking about, and possibly it is. Anyway, you were just saying you weren't that impressed, Ryan.
I did appreciate it did have action in it. I thought this film was going to be like an adult Hunger Game.
Yes, supposed to suggest that it's about hunting people because they're running away.
Yeah, I thought like, okay, it's going to be like an adult Hunger Games. But I thought the film was disappointing on all level.
Right.
Because I thought it's going to be like, okay, they go into training, they get dug from their own homes, go to training, and now they join the hunt. But instead, they're just a couple of people on the plane. No time for character motivation or character development. Get to know who the characters are. Just immediately, you're both in trapped. You got hell against your will. And now you're in a complete strange bit of the land. Part of the country. And you're sadly in the worst place in the country trying to kill each other.
I think of the film Hostel now, Ryan. Is it about, kidnapping people and torturing them, that kind of thing?
Well, it did feel there at the start.
Ryan has sourced a plot that says 12 strangers wake up in a clearing. They don't know where they are or how they got there. In the shadow of a dark internet conspiracy theory, ruthless elitists gather at a remote location to hunt humans for sport. But their master plan is about to be derailed when one of the hunted, Crystal, turns the tables on her pursuers. Ryan was excited about this film because he thought it was an adult Hunger Games, as you've just said, but it was a disappointment. In the pros, Ryan says the action choreography was very good and they make form of political views. On the cons, this film was a lot shorter than I would have expected. Hilary Swank was wasted in this movie, and I feel that they complain about the violence does affect the film from being so good. So what do you mean by complain about the violence, Ryan? Is that in the film? Are they complaining about cinema violence? Or?
Oh no, I think that's just based on probably comments from pretty much stupid people way before the film was released.
Okay, so there was some critical commentary about the violence in the film.
Yes.
Did that affect your viewing of the film then?
No, because, we did violence in our brain in a shorter way. So
okay.
It's easier for you to understand. Well, guess what? Don't know why it showed up in cinema. Violence, nobody got invented then. Or like Logan or the Joker film that was released last year.
Yeah.
Nobody complained about it then.
Right. I mean, obviously, I've not heard this criticism, Ryan, so I don't know the connection between...
Oh, no, but I was just explaining in short doses.
Okay.
Thank you. And also, I thought Hilary Swank was wasted a lot in the movie because mostly she doesn't only appeared only 2 times in the film. Making this political statement to these, shareholders of this game, and to the very end, they had the really good fight scene at the end with probably our main heroine.
Is it supernatural at all, Ryan, or is it all grounded in reality?
Oh, definitely grounded in reality.
Yeah, I get disturbed by a film like this because you think this could happen. Rich people in America could go hunting poor people. You don't know.
Yeah, and also this is a very short film.
Yeah, you said if you put the running time on your review, but normally films are about 90 minutes long. Was it that it felt short, or it literally was a shorter film?
It actually was a shorter film.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's pretty much all we'll say about it.
Okay, well, I'll just say one of the comments we made about Wolf of Wall Street, it's a very long film. And we were
Yeah.
talking about that before with Buffaloed, and that we thought that film could have ended a few times before it finally did.
Uh,
Maybe, Ryan, a short film isn't a terrible thing if it's getting to the point. It's not wasting your time. But that's
right.
just an opinion of mine. I like short stories. So,
So the next one I'm gonna do a Disney Plus, the one and only IVAN.
Ivan.
all right, yeah. So this is a wonderful image, Ryan. I'm going to show the poster that Ryan always finds the most amazing graphics for his review. It's a very colorful blog that Ryan does,
Yeah,
full of pictures.
yeah. Which I actually gave place in my upload.
Really nice looking cast here, Ryan. Characters that I know: Sam Rockwell, Danny DeVito, Bryan Cranston, Angelina Jolie, amongst others. This is an action and adventure animation comedy from Disney, as Ryan says, and it's on Disney Plus, I'm guessing.
Yeah, Disney Plus.
The plot: a gorilla named Ivan tries to piece together his past with the help of an elephant named Stella as they hatch a plan to escape from captivity. I was interested with this film, so I can shake it out, says Ryan. This film will get you in tears. Oh, in the prose, the art style on the poster is like straight out of a painting. There's a lot of heartfelt emotions in the film. Both the live action cast and the ones doing the voices for the animals were all excellent in their roles, and the film was well directed and written. In the cons, at times the film does make a while to kick the momentum up a bit, and the film does get sad at points. So is it, I mean, the poster doesn't really give this away. It is a lovely graphic, but is it pure animation, or does it have live action people?
Yes, they do have live action people. Of course, the one well-known ones is definitely, without question, Bryan Cranston, because he's great. He's great in it.
He's wonderful. Yeah, in fact, he gets that special credit where it says "and Bryan Cranston" at the end.
Yeah,
That always suggests he's the one we're there to see.
yeah, pretty much. I thought the CGI and the motion capture, definitely for the animals, were like really well done. You feel like they're actual real life animals.
This is what they're sort of going for these days, isn't it? I haven't seen the new Lion King, and I thought it was a bit
Ah,
silly to make real cats talk. But
you're right.
is it working? Is it good?
Oh yeah, no, without question. Probably one of the better live action remakes they ever done.
Okay, I'm not sure if I've heard of Ivan before, but it does make me think of Mighty Joe Young. Films that make a gorilla the protagonist, the main character. It's definitely been done before, but with some celebrity sass from Sam Rockwell, Danny DeVito, you can't go wrong.
Helen Mirren.
I see. Yeah. If the actors on your poster, some of them are playing humans,
Well, yes,
playing
definitely
animals.
playing boys in the animals, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
And some of them and the other ones are probably just little kids.
Is
yeah.
this right? Because I haven't heard anything about this. Is this the latest Disney CG release? Is this what they would have had in cinemas?
Well, yeah, definitely a big CG release. But they just realised we gotta have content for mistake of having content.
Okay.
Which actually this is one of the really good film on Disney Plus, in my opinion. I think this is something that I think will definitely help everybody to distract yourself from this pandemic. This film with a lot of teary eyes and just heartfelt movie to sift through.
I'm tempted, Ryan, to make this the end trailer or the link to trailer so that people can have a look at what this is like, because I'm guessing the visuals are a big part of whether you want to watch it or not. It's one thing to hear us talk about it, but if you can actually see it moving. So yeah, I've not seen anything about this film. I wonder if that's because I'm not going to the cinema or because it hasn't had much publicity.
Well, probably there will be enough publicity because probably that most of their advertisements are pretty much going to be on Disney Plus for the near future.
Or maybe they're advertising Mulan still. They're desperate to make money off that film, so they're not making things about this film.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm like in a submarine here, Ryan, in my house without a periscope. I don't know what's going on. Like I've said before, only what you tell me. So Ivan, the one and only Ivan, sorry. That's wonderful.
Yeah, and it's definitely highly recommended.
Wonderful. And it says on Ryan's poster, which we'll get used to this, streaming exclusively since August the 14th on Disney Plus. So Disney Plus account if you want to watch this film.
Yeah, right. Now going from Disney Plus all the way to Amazon Prime with an Amazon exclusive series.
Drum roll.
Which is the latest outings from DC Anime, DC Entertainment. Stargirl Season 1.
Stargirl. And if you can see, I've got a couple of
I
results
think
on
it's the
your
second
review
one.
page.
It's the second one.
So we are talking about this one?
Yes.
Fantastic.
There we go.
Okay, so as Ryan said, in fact, Ryan gave the full title, which he's written on his review. Amazon Exclusive presents DC's Stargirl Season 1, review by Ryan Balkwill. Makes me think of The Boys. It makes me think of Starlight, the character in the middle. But that's, if you've been watching The Boys, you'll understand that reference.
They do sound similar. People will probably get the name Stargirl confused with another film with the same name, which is a completely different, not related to this show.
We have this on Ryan's blog page here. So Ryan is not talking about this one. He's talking about the other. This is a drama superhero. We know that because it's from DC. It has to be superhero related. Created by Jeff Johns. Based on Courtney Whitmore by Jeff Johns, Lee Moder. It has a pretty big cast, and the plot: high school student Courtney Whitmore inspires an unlikely group of young heroes to stop the villains of the past. I was looking forward to this series, and I hope it's good, says Ryan. The series was good. So this is all of season 1 that you're reviewing.
Which is only exclusive to Amazon, because probably they can't be bothered to get their streaming services on the go here in the UK just yet. So therefore, let's just dump all our DC properties to other services like Netflix or Amazon Prime.
So that's answered a question I was going to ask, which is DC has its own streaming service, but it's not accessible in the UK. So this is available to Ryan or me or anyone else in Blighty on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, Amazon Prime or Netflix.
Or Netflix. Okay, thank you, Ryan. Thanks for making that clear where it's available. The pros. Ryan's review about Stargirl, the series, he says it did a good job of fair balance of juggling multiple characters, but also making the main character the focus point of the story. The costumes are pretty well accurate to the ones in the comics. The acting was very good. The Injustice Society of America are such a terrifying duo, in quotes, you don't want to mess with them. And it was so refreshing seeing a new team getting assembled one at a time, and also their reaction to their new gifts. In the cons, I wish they showed some flashbacks of the early years of Justice Society of America, ASA, in action. There are a lot of shaky camera shots within the action, shaky cam, overuse of awkward dialogue. So from your cons there, Ryan, that's very succinctly put together. Shaky cam for the action, which isn't great, slightly shaky dialogue, and you wish you'd seen more of a backstory to their version of the Avengers.
Yeah, pretty much. Like how they got together, how they know each other.
But you do see the new group assemble. You see the younger supes or superheroes.
Yeah, which is pretty much, I think, at this point in terms of team-up movies, it's not actually that surprising anymore.
Right.
You've seen it once, you've seen it so many times.
Unfortunately, Ryan, this is the way my brain operates. I tend to think I've seen that without giving it a fair, hearing. So you were impressed, though. You liked this.
Oh, yeah, I did enjoy it, but I don't think it's the best one. But I did enjoy it.
Given as they keep making 7 series of The Flash and all these other DC characters that you're a fan of, will they continue to make this, do you think?
Over time, I think most of them probably might get stale.
That's what I've been saying about a lot of these characters. But these are new characters. Maybe they could actually run with these new characters and let the other ones fade off. I don't know.
I will say a bonus on, if you don't mind.
Please, Ryan.
Is some of the outfits, which are almost like comic book accurate. Equally a giant CGI robot man. Thank you. They look like they're dressing up for Halloween.
Does feel that way. That's what I like about The Boys, which is a different program. We've spoken about that in past interviews. Costumes look silly, but you're meant to take them seriously because they're very dangerous people. So it's this mixture of silly and incredibly dangerous.
Yes, definitely with Homelander.
Yeah, terrifying. Homelander is terrifying. With this round, they do look a bit silly. I honestly don't know why you need to wear shiny spandex to fight crime, but that's the DC way.
Yeah, so the difference in this one, well, it's sort different. Instead of like Superman, who is super strong and probably could like be sorry for many people who would try to go up against him, unless you're not a superpower being.
Yeah.
This show is like just basically like every single teen drama you could possibly think of, but ties into the superhero genre, which is just a normal teenage girl didn't grown up in a famous family of superheroes. Well, the father hadn't had to deal with things like getting bored, making new friends, because my dad's a superhero.
I just want to say, Ryan, so obviously this isn't a Disney release, but this
No.
is The Incredibles, basically, isn't it? This is a family of superheroes.
Well, not actually a family, but like kids from family of superheroes, and their family of superheroes come together to get revenge on the ones that killed their families from the past.
Okay, and we'll sort of move on to that point. You mentioned in the plot that they assembled to stop the villains of the past. So what do you mean by villains of the past, Ryan?
Well, it's showing the flashbacks. They showed it just in the middle of the start of the series, which it starts with the Injustice Society of America versus the Justice Society of America. Beat 'em up. It ends with the good guys getting killed, but the Starman tells like his former way to take the staff that you see in the Yogo, take it far away as possible to pass the torch to his daughter, which he never gets a chance to know, ever.
There's a bit of Batman in there as well, an orphaned superhero, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah. And then they probably just wants revenge from what happened to like his father by assembling another group of teenage kids that also like child prodigies of their late dad.
Right.
To come together to get revenge. Like one of them never gets a chance to know his father.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is like self-assured. The other one, the blonde-haired lady, which is outgoing and ready to explore new experiences. And the other one is like a nerd, genius.
They are the team then. They are the assembled, yeah. So it sounds more like a revenge story, Ryan. It's got me thinking this is more like a Japanese sort of samurai getting revenge type story.
Oh, yeah, definitely revenge.
Yeah, so it's not just we're fighting evil and we're do-gooders. It is a straight up kind of revenge story. They happen to be the good guys, but even if they weren't, it's about blood for blood. Is it kid friendly? That's what I wanted to ask.
Oh yeah, definitely family friendly.
Okay.
But I feel like the real king of the show is like the dilemmas of the cast. From all board, definitely with the main cast of the family. Definitely with the girl, I can't remember her name.
Right.
Luke Wilson,
Amy Smart, Breck Bassinger, Yvette Monreal, Angelica Washington, Camera Gelman, Trey Romano, Jake Austin Walker, Meg DeLacy, Neil Jackson, Christopher James Baker, and Hunter Sansom. Yeah. And you mentioned Luke Wilson. That's our cast. So it's quite a lot of characters.
Yeah. And sadly, no Owen Wilson.
I mean, Luke Wilson, is he the brother?
Yeah.
Yes, he's our man. He's the one ordinary-looking person in the poster, I reckon.
He does like knowledge in this series that he used to be a superhero, but decided to give up that life in order to be like a dedicated family man. But the great they do acknowledge him.
Completely new to me, Ryan, so you'll have to explain everything to me for me to understand this clearly. But I don't need to understand it. I can watch it if I want to.
Yeah.
So there is a new series. Your poster is telling us that it's Prime ready.
It's actually an Amazon exclusive.
Right, so it's just on Amazon this one.
Yeah, but it's still part of your Prime Video specific library.
Is there a season 2 coming up, or is this so new?
Well, if they do like tease for season 2 by the end, but definitely with Robot Man and the daughter, Stargirl, now I think they travel far away. I think it's on the snowy hill. There's like a post-credit scene at the end, which I won't spoil.
An extra, it alludes to what could come at the end of the very last episode.
Yeah.
So watch this, find out there.
Yeah, Balkwill.
Cool. Thank you, Ryan.
Right.
That's Stargirl DC on Amazon.
And now let's talk about the main thing we're talking about here, which is Yu-Gi-Oh!
Okay.
Well, basically the first 3 seasons of Yu-Gi-Oh!
All right. So should we start with season 1?
Sure thing.
Okay.
And that is...
So Ryan's done a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Posts, and I'm hoping this is the first one that he would like to discuss.
Yeah, and actually I want to explain a lot of stuff in here as well.
Go for it, Ryan.
Yeah, well, in this series we're going to talk about, I think it's those names that you see on there, like Duelist Kingdom and all that.
Yeah, Duelist Kingdom. Yes.
Dice Monsters.
Yes.
3 different plots span into like a 55 episode series.
Wow, 55 episodes in season 1.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Which is Duelist Kingdom, which is like an event, which is Yugi Grandpa's soul has been taken away by the first villain in the series, Maximilian Pegasus. Stole his soul away inside a card, which little Yugi and his friends, that's what I call in the show, that little Yugi and his friends take part in a Duel Monsters competition in a probably preserved island called Duelist Kingdom. To compete in a tournament to fight his way through the entire wing to try to get his grandpa back.
Okay.
And probably everyone else, whoever solves his death for eternity.
Do you know, the whole thing makes me think of Mortal Kombat. You know, the movie. They go to an island, they enter a competition. Got you. No, I know it's its own thing. So most of the series is on this island of Duelist Kingdom then.
Yeah, which is like a very nice island, but like it's full of some probably the most well-skilled duelists around the world.
It's named right then. Okay. And Yugi, if I'm correct, is that the name of our character? Yugi Muto?
Yes, the main character, yes.
Yeah. So Ryan has written in his plot, I'll go through this quickly if I can. In Arc 1 of the story for these 55 episodes Ryan just mentioned, Yugi Muto is forced to take part in Maximilian Pegasus's Duelist Kingdom tournament in order to free the soul of his grandfather. After Pegasus strips it from his body, his friend Joey Wheeler takes part too, as he needs the prize money to pay for his sister's eye operation. Meanwhile, Arc 2, the two-faced board of directors of Keibai Corporation trap Keibai inside a virtual reality game. Mokuba recruits Yugi and Joey to free Keibai from this ultimate game where losing equals death. Now, there is an Arc 3, and it goes on. If people want to know more, I can recommend they check out Ryan's written review. He's got a lot of information here, including Japanese and English recurring cast, and, as I say, this Arc number 3. Because it's 55 episodes, it's a lot to discuss. So we'll let people check that out on Ryan's review page.
Yeah, but I will say, you know when I said about, Duel Monsters is like a gimmick.
Okay.
Like sample, similar like Pokemon. What's his gimmick? We go catch them all.
Yeah.
Pokemon, Digimon is like digital monsters culture. I know that's what me sitting there. And Power Rangers is like 5 teenagers coming together and probably 5 coins.
My favourite's Thundercats. Thundercats.
Yes, Thundercats.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Very easy.
Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like believed in the heart of the cards.
Okay, so it's about the cards, about the playing cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is actually, you see yourself, you buy the DVDs or probably get like a check on anime if you had time.
Just for people that haven't a clue what we're talking about, this is an anime. It is about monsters. It's about human characters and monsters interacting, and the humans kind of control the monsters or can use them for this battle, this tournament.
Yeah.
Which is quite a Japanese trait. It's, as Ryan's listed, Digimon, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! There's a ton of things where you have like an animal or monster that obeys your commands or does what you say, and you can make it fight other monsters. Yeah.
Yeah. And the second one is about setters around Piper.
Yes.
That's in like the other main antagonist, basically like an anti-hero.
Yeah.
But not with Deadpool with his guns or Logan with his claws. No. actually, at the start of the series, it started actually being called to Yugi and his friends, and he shockingly lost to Yugi and lost his title as the best duelist in the world.
Right.
And like in shock. But instead, it actually was true. And still having, if you go through like the 5 seasons, he still haven't got over the fact he lost his crown to Yugi.
You think after 5 seasons, man, get another hobby. Go and play yo-yo
but
something.
Instead, he's actually a owner of a well-regarded dual monsters company.
Interesting.
And in season 2, focus on him, which is focus of his corporate, like, yes men, or like in an evil scheme of voting him out of his company by using Pegasus as Fade to get rid of him. And Garver didn't like it. He was about to fire them, but they did warn him his virtual reality technology is complete. So they use it to trap him in virtual reality world without coming back. So Yugi and his friends had to find him and get him back to the real world.
So they help Kaibe, do they?
Yes.
Okay.
And he doesn't actually thank you for trying to save me. But if you see progress throughout the seasons, he does it sooner or later die to actually embrace that. Some cases he does need help.
Okay, got you. So they're kind of friends
from outside friends.
Yeah, okay. But obviously it develops over the course of 50 episodes into season 2, and I presume season 2 has as many episodes. So Ryan's watched a lot of this.
Yeah, and of 3, which are basically like Yugi and the gang are just probably facing people that soon will probably be his friends throughout the show.
Okay, have you finished watching all of it yourself, Ryan?
Oh yeah, the first season I did, yes.
Okay, and what about seasons 2 and 3? If you've written it
up?
Oh
yeah, season 2 actually stick with Once Offline.
Okay.
Which straight into season 3 as well.
Got you.
Season 2 is actually really good of setting it up what season 3 hope is going to be.
Yeah.
And season 3 is actually really very good as well.
Fantastic. Okay, so if you want to hear more about that, Ryan can go into some more detail, seasons 2 and 3, later this week.
Yeah, sure thing.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much.
Birthday.
Cool, man. I'll definitely hit record first thing on Thursday. Thank you, mate.
Okay.
See you then. Bye.
Bye.